baby blue. God was baby blue. Baby blue. God was baby blue. A broken man without a path. A vagrant madness without a mouth. Some kisses your cheek and then grazes your neck. Makes my lips so damn jealous. You and me, and those baby blues. Yeah, those baby blues. Take my picture with you when you go out west. Those baby blues.
Hey Bills Mafia, this is Don Beebe of the Buffalo Bills, and you're listening to the one and only K-Gun Report. Oh, and you all know, go Buffalo.
Go Buffalo is right. What's up, Bills fan? Hey, Corey, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the K-Gun Report, guys. I am your host, Scott. We're coming at you on a Tuesday at 8:30 K-Gun Report time. I have a special guest coming at you from the BWO, the Buffalo World Order, Corey Blaine. We're going to talk about this Buffalo Bills victory. I don't care how it happens. They got a victory over the Saints, the Aints, and then we'll obviously preview this upcoming game against the Patriots. So what's up, Corey? Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about you and let people know where they could find you, BWO, and what time your show goes on.
Yeah, you can hear me now?
I can hear you perfect, brother.
Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, from 8 to 9. You can catch us on Facebook, YouTube. I believe it's on TikTok or one of the other two now or something. But yeah, same thing as here, man. Fan base perspective, and we don't really know any more than anybody else. We just give our takes and what we see and just talk Bills, man. As you can see, love the Bills.
It sure is fun, though, isn't it? It's a fun way to give our 2 cents. You said fan first perspective. That's exactly what it is. And something that your show does as well as ours is gets the fans, the people that tune in every week to our shows, dedicate the time to us, get their comments in. So we'll start right off with that, my friend. Our buddy Doug Augie says, hey, everyone, happy Victory Tuesday. You ain't kidding. We're going to get into that game here in a second. Shane Becker, what's up, Shane? Go Bills. Hey, sometimes that's all you got to say. It means a lot. Doesn't that phrase, go Bills, it means everything in the world, doesn't it? We're there on. When they're on, they're on. What is up, Bills Mafia? Another Victory Tuesday. Go Bills. Yes. And I hate to jump right to this, Corey, but did you happen to see, and I hate injuries. I don't like when people get injured, maybe Tom Brady, but that's about it. Did you see Tyreek Hill's injury yesterday?
With that video, I heard about it, and then I started looking for it, and then I saw a couple angles, but not, I think it was you that sent it in the group chat, and when I saw that, man, I jumped. Like, I'm not trying to, I've been to war, okay? I've seen some, when I saw that, like, his leg does not snap back, I was like, or I was all night. I was like, oh my God.
Man, that I tell you, that was pretty nasty. Unfortunately, it's a dislocated knee. He's got a bunch of ligaments and all that stuff torn, so it does suck. Sorry to hear that about Tyreek, but it's going to be a long road to recovery. Do you think he'll be back?
I don't see. I don't like to feed into the media too much, even though because everyone's like, "Oh, he was happy to be done." I don't know. Like, I don't know if that or if he was like, like, So the fight is always there. It's Tyreek Hill. He talked about wanting to be done, but like you said, all those ligament stuff. I don't know if he can come back if he wanted to. I don't think he'd be the same. He definitely would lose that. But he might come back for one more. I don't know if he gets the right team.
I mean, it was one of those things that he probably scared to death.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, that's their career, and a lot of people act different. So that smiling, that clapping, disappointment, fear, being scared and not showing it is one way of hiding it. And I think that's what I saw. I saw more of a scared Tyreek Hill knowing that potentially his football career is over with.
When I get hurt, I laugh, man. I'm like, no matter how bad it hurts, I'm just like,
I hear you. I'm the same way. Unless it's really hurting. I was like, oh, someone it's serious. But yeah, let's keep hitting the comments up. Ken O'Daniel, haven't heard from you in a while, Ken. Ken down there in the southern region. They're gonna have to make a trade to help that secondary, and tackling would help. I agree. A lot of missed tackles. Obviously we have a lot of injuries, which you can't avoid. You really can't. Our training people do the best they can to get these guys in shape and in football form, but there's problems with turf. You know what I mean? There's a lot of problems with MetLife Stadium now. Another injury with neighbors. There's injuries you just can't avoid, and with being depleted, we're having backups come in and expecting them. Obviously, they're NFL athletes, Corey. They should be performing to that caliber, but a lot of it's early in the season. There's a lot of backups in. It's good reps, but yeah, our tackling is an issue in our secondary. What do you think on Ken's take right there?
I agree, man. I think we were talking about it in the chat during the game, and I mean every chat out. It's just we're putting up 30. I get that, it's great, but that's going on with that defense. You got to figure it out. Line on and off, they look great. The rookie looks, but secondary, I at the point, even though I was anti-Poyer at first, I'm like, hey, throw Poyer out there. Give him a shot.
Exactly. Was he available to come out?
I he better not. I as much as last week, I was like, throw him out there. I forgot to even look if he can.
Yeah, I didn't know either. But yeah, it's tough sometimes watching. There's at one point during this game that I was complaining to the group chat about hating this defense right now.
Yeah, man.
But a win's a win. You get them how you can. Lonnie Cook says, hi, my sons. What's up, Lonnie? That's our buddy Josh Cook's mom. What's up, Lonnie? Lori. What's up, Lori? Says, that was gnarly. What was gnarly? The win? My beard? There's Josh. Oh, yep. Thanks for keeping me on track, Corey. I apologize if I'm a little foggy. We just had a late night football practice that I rushed in to do this. And obviously Swank has Mike Knight at Crafty Tales, Alan Loggers. So if you're tune in on your phone, if you want to go out for a couple drinks and listen to some Mike Knight stuff, go out there. It's in Phelps located. They have wonderful beer there, but that's what Swank does on the last Tuesday of every month. So that's where he is tonight. Jim Graham, Mad Dog 2020s. His surgery went well. Yeah, I think they had to attach a bunch of things. So Paulette, the lovely Paulette Brown. Good evening, my Bills Mafia family. Let's go Buffalo. What's up, Paulette? Adam Barasco says, what's up, boys? Let's see. John Johns is probably in shock. I agree. That can't feel good, and a lot going through the mind for sure. The lovely Ellen Lart says, hey, everyone, let's go Bills. Let's go, Ellen. Ken again said there's pros. They're pros and don't wrap up. You do find that a lot, unfortunately. Trying to throw that shoulder. We got young kids doing that. Learning from these guys. You throw the shoulder, you're not going to knock these guys down. They're going to bounce for more yards. So tackling issues for sure. It's been a while since I commented, but the Buffalo Beast is on tonight. The Buffalo Beast is on tonight. What's up, Adam? What's up? Lori, the turf issue was addressed by OBJ. Yep. Did you see that stat out there that the OBJ injury and the neighbor's injury all happened? There's a lot of similarities to how it happened, when it happened, who the quarterback was, all that.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
An old
List like all of the last 10 big injuries that have all happened at the Giants whatever stadium. Like I can't believe that.
And with the amount of money they make, you think that'd be something that would be fixed. I understand this turf is really nice. It's very durable for events that you have, concerts and all that stuff. But I was always a fan of, do you remember the old Joe Robbie Stadium, Miami Dolphins Stadium?
Yeah.
Their grass always looked like it was nice, soft, and something fun to play on. Those kind of fields are ones that I'm a huge fan of. I've always been a fan of grass.
I just found out the new stadium apparently is grass. And they have like a whole system there for help melt the snow and all that. So that'll be neat.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, like Corey just said, the Bills' new stadium will have grass in it. It's a beautiful thing. This is Sparta. What's up, Buffalo Spartan? Corey's got the wrong shirt on tonight. He does not. He is representing.
My ex-wife threw out my BWO shirt. I
There you
cannot
go.
find a shirt for about now.
You might know someone that can get you one.
Right.
But Corey, thanks. He is supporting 24/7 Buff Pandemonium's sister page, the Finger Lakes Mafia, a page we set up to try to get more people involved in this kind of stuff around the area where we're from. My brother and I, Jared, are from the Clifton Springs, Phelps area. Swank is from Phelps. So that's what we tried to do is bring more. There's a huge following Buffalo Bills in this area. So we'd like to bring some representation that way. You can find those Finger Lakes FL Mafia shirts on our bonfire if you're interested. But thanks for supporting, Corey.
Yeah.
Ellen Lart says, although I can't stand Tyreek Hill as a player, I hope he gets better. Yep.
Yeah,
I hear you. Cognitive dissonance. I hate the defense too. What's up, cognitive dissonance? From the YouTubes. Very cool. Thanks for joining. Lori says the leg. Yeah, she's correcting me because I wasn't sure what she was talking about. Lou RQ. Go Bills. Do you know Lou, Corey?
Yeah, we were in the Army together.
There you go.
Yeah, he from right here from Rock. We actually the Army, and then we hung out a few times outside of the Army. Like that's how we met. It was weird. We didn't know each other before that, and then I got into your guy.
Okay, so he brought you into us.
Sent the link one day, and I said, what the hell? I said, oh, cool, this is neat. And then I started in and I watched.
Yeah, I met Lou a couple times through a mutual friend that I work with. So yeah, that now it's all coming together. We got through you through him. All right, what's up, Lou? Jamie Norson, what's up, Uncle Jason? What's up, Buffalo 4-0? That's huge. Going taking this first quarter of the season undefeated. Our buddy here at the show, supporter of the show, friend of ours, Mark Maddox, joins a lot of times and. When we talk about the stuff and the records, he always states you look at a quarter each quarter. And obviously the NFL has added another game, so the quarter's kind of messed up. But you take things as quarters and you want to win more games, 3 or 4 out of the 4 to have a chance in the playoffs. So we are 4-0. They commented on it Sunday night. It has to be natural gas. The new stadium will have grass. Beautiful. Lou says support Corey. Corey, you got a support group out there? Buffalo Spartan, hope you're better.
Podcast himself. Check it out.
There you go. On X, Atlanta Bills backer listening in. Go Bills. What's up, complex numbers? Atlanta Bills backers, welcome to the show. We're seeing a lot of new names already, and we generally do like to hit up on the comments, guys. This is a fan first perspective show. We like to get the Bills Mafia involved. So if it's taking a couple minutes to get into this Saints game that we won and into the Patriots game, is because we want your guys' voices to be heard, and we don't like to skip out on any of these messages coming in. Nate Nacho says, "What up, Reed Bros?" What's up, Nate? You're both looking great. Bishop is producing. Booyah! There's the jersey. Rap is not.
Man.
A stud safety to replace Rapp, which should be number one priority in the trade. D is playing without Ed, Milano, Hoyt, Ogunjobi, and Mad Max. Very true. We are missing a lot of holes, Nate. Thanks for bringing that up. Rapp did sign that contract last year. I think he's got one more year with us. But, I mean, it's too early to talk draft, and the Bills have always gone defense. There might be someone that they might consider in the draft this year. Or, as we know, McDermott likes to bring players in that have some sort of experience at the safety. So there we go. Chris Mazzella, Step Brothers podcast, reposted this stream. I believe they will be on. They are part of the Buff fan base. Thanks for bringing that up. Nice little segue. The K-Gun Report, 24/7 Buff Fan Williams K-Gun Report, guys. We are officially part of the Buff Fan Base Network. Hit them up on all social media platforms. They have many like shows like ours, a lot of different personalities. So you get a little taste of everything at Buffalo fanbase.com, Buffalo Fanbase social media. We are also sponsored by 26 Shirts. We tell everybody, Swank tells them, I tell them, go to 26shirts.com. A wonderful charity Del Reed has started, and he's got a group of people that work with him and do a great job raising money for Western New York families in need. What started out as being just like 26 shirts, a shirt every 2 weeks, is now a shirt every week that helps bring money to any organization for charitable stuff. So right now they have hit over the 2 million mark, Corey. That's pretty crazy. Wow. But I always tell people, when you go and you look at the merchandise that they're giving away, they always attach the story to what they're doing it for. So they do a good job. They're editing and all that stuff. They represent everything well. So 26shirts.com. Couldn't be more happier to have them be one of our sponsors. Spartan, hope you're doing better. I maybe missed something because I just had a baby 3 weeks ago. What's wrong with Spartan?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Had the last couple days.
All right. Hope you're doing better, Spartan. John just cramping. And then Lou RQ says, go Scott Reed. All right. Got through the comments. Thank you all for joining in on the comments for sure. We hate to miss out on you guys. So what we like to talk about right off the bat, we spend about 10, 15 minutes discussing the previous the game. Well, obviously, we played against the Saints. We beat them. We are 4-0. A game, I think, we were given 14.5 points against these guys, and I think we beat them by 11. Didn't quite hit the mark. You know, the pundits say the Bills' next couple games and their previous 3 games have been washes and really easy teams, and we're really not getting a good understanding of what this team's all about. First of all, Corey, I want your take on that. I mean, NFL teams are NFL teams, but you still have to play the game. These guys are playing NFL football. It's still legit competition. But what was your reaction to this victory over the New Orleans Saints?
The offense pretty good. I mean, in the beginning, it's kind of wishy-washy with the offense, which is weird. I think the D-line started hot, and then the rookie, Deion Walker, I think he's been looking great, man. Every week I feel like they're calling something, even though the defense has been the best. But it's weird. Even the offense, I felt like it looked sluggish. Even before the interview, kind of Allen, I think we talked about in the chat, Allen kind of had that look about him like he did a couple years whenever he used to get like mad or whatever or had something go wrong. And I think at halftime they took a break and like took a breath and stepped back and like, all right. But even then, the defense just, like I said, I know we put up 30, but the defense is just, it's bothering me. Like, I don't want to say it's worrying me, but it's worrying me. Like, I don't know what's going on in that secondary, man. Like, and like D line looks good, but we cannot. The one thing we can't finish, man. But the offense, like I'd like to throw the ball deep. I know it said in his in his podcast, in the interview. I know everyone says they want to see me throw the deep ball, but we're winning and we're taking what we get. Which I like.
Yep. I think everything you said, Corey, is right on cue. I mean, we saw a lot that we liked in the offense. Then it seemed to taper off in the second and third quarter. Defense just seemed to not get a grasp of it. We play a lot of games where we give, and all of a sudden a big play gets us out of it. Not for nothing, the Bills were so successful last year because of their turnover ratio. That their defense was not good. I don't think their defense was very good, but because they were opportunistic and got those turnovers when they had to, I think that made the defense look a lot better than it actually was. So I'm with you on that. Since we're talking about this game, we started this little segment called 3 Up and 3 Down. Now, 3 Up and 3 Down was made because usually there's 3 people on the panel, myself, Swank, and Jared. Corey, we're going to do 2 up and 2 down. So what I want from you is, and I'll give mine obviously, and obviously the fans out there, leave your comments, tell us who you think are the ups and downs, but offensively, give me who your up was offensively this week, and then I'll follow suit.
I've Cook, I believe for me, he held it down, like he has been. The last I thought that today, I think, or in the last 20 games, the last 21 games, got 20 touchdowns, 20 games, 21 touchdowns, something like that. Like I said, I feel like the offense wise, it's got to be him from start to finish. And then Deion Walker, I liked what he had going on. But I think those are my two ups, really.
There you go. I think offensively, my up would be James Cook. Like you said, he's been consistent. He set the NFL, the Bills record with consecutive touchdowns. So this is someone that, we see a lot of times in the NFL, these guys sign their big contracts and they come off a little bit. It's almost like this contract signing and extension for James Cook was more of a motivational thing. He's kicking ass and taking names. I think there's a lot of Bills fans that are, they should all be excited that he signed for nothing over 15 mil and he signed a bunch of years. So I'm with you with the James Cook. My other up would be, I'm going to scroll down here to Mr. Khalil Shakir. That low center of gravity guy, big time. He gets hit and he just doesn't come down. He breaks so many tackles. He's got all those yards after catch. Very impressive. I think that was his up. He had been slow with the uptake this season so far. The Bills, I know a lot of fantasy football owners, they're easy to pick up Josh Allen and James Cook, but it's hard to figure out what receiver, whether it's a tight end or wide receiver, that's going to be on their team. Luckily for us Bills fans, that's how it is. Unlucky enough for fantasy football players, you never know who's going to get the call that week. But this was Khalil Shakir's week. 5 catches, 69 yards. The yards after catch was crazy. Turned that 43-yard touchdown into something special. But I think that was an up for me. And then, a big reason why the Buffalo Bills won this week. He also helped a parlay. I won like $50 off a $1 bet, but parlayed the crap out of that one and was successful. Give me your down offensively, and then we'll hit defense up next.
Down offensively, I don't say it because it's Josh Allen, but a little bit Allen in the beginning. I have no clue what's going on. Maybe he was just looking that way because he was defeated about something himself on a play. But he looked for a while there defeated, like the old Josh Allen, and not really making mistakes, throwing all that. But just there was something off. And then the other one would be, and I don't know if I could blame him, but I don't know what happened to the tight end. I mean, we spread the ball around, so I can't really blame them. But like, there was this Kincaid been on all year, I feel like, and until the end there, we were talking about like, where are they Kincaid at? And they finally hit him deep. So I don't know if it was just they weren't being able to get the ball to him or what was going on there. But they're and Pat, I guess.
Well, I mean, Josh Allen had 22 pass attempts, only 16 of them completed. Not a bad percentage, but those kind of numbers kind of ask for not a lot of numbers for some of your star players. I'm the same way. I had Kincaid on in my fantasy team. He's been kicking ass all year. He got me one catch, a big catch for a touchdown, 20-something yards. But it was one of those games where we saw more times than not last year, we saw more runs than passes, and the Bills came out with a win. I'm going with my down here. Again, it's Joe Brady. I've called him out a couple times. I just don't like how he doesn't keep the foot on the gas. It's like he's hot. He comes out with his initial drive plays, which everyone knows. Offensive coordinators come out with their initial 15 and they run it. And many times, if you have a good team, it's successful. But just the second and third quarter play calls, wasn't a huge fan of it. I'm a fan of going deep, and I think you should go deep just to open up the defense a little bit. We did stretch the field a couple times, but still nothing to where Josh Allen just airballs it out. And when he did, it was intercepted, and I think we took that more as a punt than anything. But, Joe Brady, I'd like a full 4 quarter. I feel like I'm talking about Dable again. Enough with the cute plays.
Yep.
Play to Josh Allen's strength. I saw a bunch of memes out there on social media saying, Josh looking at Joe saying, don't worry, Joe, I'll take it from here kind of situation. But it's
Right.
true.
Let him be in charge a little bit. Give him, I don't know about giving him full reign. Be like, hey, I think I put it in the group chat. Hey, from up top here, whatever you're seeing from down there, take both of that and go with whatever you think, man.
I mean, it's a different NFL now, Corey.
Yeah.
John Elway, Dan Marino, Jim Kelly, they got to a point where they were calling their own plays.
Right.
I believe Josh Allen is in a system now where he should be able to call his own plays. But it's a different NFL. It's a different NFL. You pay these coordinators a lot of money to make that difference, and coaches are supposed to lead these players to be successful. So,
Right.
where I would like to see him, Josh Allen just seems more in control when it seems like he's the one calling the audibles and playing more of that kind of football. There was a point in this game where the camera panned off to the sidelines, and Josh was doing his on the sideline looking down, and he had that focus. And Kingpin, I don't know if you follow him on Fanatics, he does a live broadcast, and it was hilarious because he called it out. He said, guys, Josh Allen looks like he's about to turn it up. And that very next drive was when Josh Allen did that quarterback keeper, juked the cleats right off that defender.
Yeah,
and he gave her hell when he did when he got that first down, and it led to that scoring touchdown drive. And I think the rest is history after that. But you could see it. You could see the change in Josh in that game.
Yeah, a lot of times I'm on the sideline now. Josh Allen, it's not the team player. He's on the bench with that tablet going over what happened and looking at stuff.
Yep. Oh, yeah. All right, well, let's go some downs. Actually, let me get a couple of these comments in here. Congratulations, Scott. I think Adam. He's referring to my little Connor McCarthy Reed, born 3 weeks ago.
How's the baby real quick, man?
He's doing great. He's doing great. He's meeting all his milestones. He's eating like a champ. He only cries when he poops and he's hungry. He's very easy. He's very mellow, which is different from the other 3 that we had. So, loving it.
Awesome.
And I have 12 weeks off, so it's a beautiful thing.
Oh.
Refs missed at least 2 face mask penalties on the Saints. I agree, Ellen. I did notice that. And Barasco says Kincaid would be an up. I think that since we're talking about it, or down, it could be. He could be both with those that stat line. Cano Daniel says they have to beat up the worst teams in the league. The defense is horrible with all the injuries and lack of tackling. Yes, I agree. People need to apologize to Cook. All that backlash. That's what happens in social media, though. You know what I mean? I'm one of those guys, Jim, that came on here and said you should keep it to the chest, let your agents and the organization figure it out. I was not a fan of that 15 mil, all that stuff, but he did what he did, and he got a contract. I'm happy. I've always wanted James Cook here. I just don't think he was a $20 million running back. So I think what he's getting is actually fair. And being in him, we're able to beat the market because I think it's going to continue to rise, and we're going to have him for that much. So what do you think about that? We think you and Jared have always been a Cook advocate. How you feeling about being on his side the whole time there, Corey?
I like the way, like you said, I mean, social media hype a lot of things up, and you can take any photo now and just like they look like you could have analyzed a photo from the game the other day, looking down at the tab like, oh, out, but like you said, he was locked in, he was ready. I think the whole time that's what Cook did was like, just let the guy handle it, let Bean and them handle it, and if it works, if not, it won't. If they got it done, and like you said, I like it for what we got him for and for how long.
And he just wants to be here. You could tell.
Yeah. And now, like you said, he gets play, and you can.
My brother and I had the chance we took our kids up to that James Cook camp. And there's a stomach bug going around. So they actually came to us and asked if we wanted to help coach it and all that stuff. And just seeing James Cook with all the kids, he is as advertised, guys. He's very quiet. He's not someone that's going to talk your ear off. And people are like that, believe it or not. Not all NFL players have to be loud and very boisterous and over the top. He's very mellow. He's very humbled. He did have a great time with the kids, and that's exactly what we saw. But he's an awesome guy, and you could tell he wants to be here for sure. Down is the defense. So let's talk about defense since we're talking about it. Give us your up, Corey, for this defense. What was your up?
Even though we've talked about it, and even in the secondary didn't look great, Cole Bishop. I mean, the rookie, that, like I said, that interception, I mean, right place, right time. That grab was just, oh my God, man. That was our Odell Beckham grab, I guess, for us. So I wish he could have did a little more. He would have taken it to the house, but what to do? But like I said, it was awesome that he did it. We needed it, and I think it helped turn up the defense for the rest of that game.
Oh yeah.
So I think he looked great. And the other rookie, like I said, Deion Walker, I think he looked great from the beginning to the end. He was always in the backfield. I think holding it down. I can't wait for him to heal up.
I agree. Cole Bishop's definitely the up. A lot of scrutiny off season. Obviously, he was injured. I know McDermott had some words about his play and all that stuff, and I think a lot of Bills fans, myself included, were thinking, "Oh boy, here the Bills are drafting someone and not utilizing him, and him falling off the depth chart again." And but he showed up. He's coming and laying the wood down when he has to, and the very smart play. Not only did he bite on the initial toss to the left, he was in position to possibly make a tackle if he had to, if that reverse was just a reverse, but then had the whereabouts and the knowledge and the cerebral football knowledge to know that, hey, this quarterback's out here and he's not looking to block me. He's looking like he's open for a pass, drifted that way and was able to get that interception. I don't care who you are. That is a confidence booster like you would not believe. It's going to make you trust your instincts more. That's the thing I knew about Bishop. He came from Utah. He had a lot of instincts, very smart football player. But sometimes when you go up to that next level, it's hard to put the paper to the field, and you need some of those confidence boosters. And the way he read that play and got his first interception, I think that's definitely going to be an up for Cole Bishop. But since you already went him and I just talked about him, I agree. Deion Walker. I saw a couple videos on social media saying that he had an Aaron Donald type first couple weeks of football. I wouldn't quite go there yet, but it is exciting for people to kind of put him in that category. As big as he is, a lot of people would think, and myself included, that he'd be a Tech 1 defensive tackle, but he's more of a Tech 3 kind of get in the backfield and disrupt it that way rather than trying to take on two blocks kind of guy. And he could be very dangerous. He was in the backfield, got a couple tackles for loss. I'm excited for him for sure.
When that line heals up, and then, like I said, when Ed Oliver comes back, those other guys after week 6, man, I'm excited. And then, like I said, I still forget we have Harrison coming back too. I mean, knock on wood, I'm not saying it. He could tank. He might not help us at all, but man, something. I hope he comes in and he's just that turn-up guy for the secondary. I can't wait for a couple more weeks.
I'll raise my hand on this, Corey. I kind of completely forgot that he was even on the table.
I keep forgetting about it, and then I see a video of him, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, we still got that guy."
Yep. And the way Benford's locking stuff down, Trey's having his issues, but he's still doing enough to come up with victories. Yeah, definitely can't wait. I think my only disappointment so far on this defense is that TJ Sanders guy, the second rounder that we moved up to get, and he really hasn't made a name for himself yet. But again,
the other guy, I don't blame him but he hasn't even Landon Jackson. I don't even think he's got to play yet, has he?
I don't think so. Nope. Developmental guys, right? Draft, develop, and retain. I guess that's the model that we go by. Adam Barasco says Deion Walker looked great. He sure did. John says Cole for the up. Jim Graham says I didn't either. What about our linebacker play? We'll talk about that in a second here. Deion Walker is beasting. 4th round steal. Thoughts on the 3rd rounder landing being weekly healthy scratch? Should have drafted elsewhere in hindsight. Corey just said that. I agree. I would like to see him out there. It may be just a lot to take in. I mean, college to NFL is a big step, guys, and sometimes it takes people a little longer. Our defensive ends seem to have to take a little while to develop in history. Hairston doesn't sound like he's coming back until after the bye. I'm okay with that. We're 4-0 now, right?
Yeah.
Landon has not played yet. All right, we just went for the up. Give me your down for this defense.
Well, I guess besides Bishop and Walker, the whole damn defense.
Yeah, the other 9 sons of bitches.
I mean, they started to lock in a little bit at the end there, but man, I don't know. I mean, besides the few injuries, even the guys that are in there are still good and good. I can't figure out what's going on with the defense this year so far. It's a slow start. And this week, not even a start until the very end. Like, thank God for Josh Allen.
Right. And I know the linebacker play was brought up in the comments by Jim Graham. It's tough. I mean, I agree with you. The other 9 players, it's hard to say 1 minute they're shining, the other minute they're not.
Right.
Linebackers, obviously, with Milano being absent again, Bernard's got to take control. He shines and then he doesn't. I think Bernard's dealing with some injuries because he's been knocked up a little bit a couple times. But it just seems like once someone starts getting a hot hand, they lose it quickly, and then someone else has to step up. I do believe when Hoyt comes back and Ogunjobi comes back and Ed Oliver, I don't necessarily think. I think it's more schematical difference than you'll see, which will open up opportunities. I don't think the talent is going to be much of a difference, but I think what you can do as far as changing things up will make the difference for sure.
Right. We can't finish tackles either. We
No.
cannot finish. I think me and you were the ones talking about that in the group chat. And that's one of the biggest things. We have these guys wrapped up in the backfield for losses of 5, 4, 10 yards. And next thing you know, they're gaining 7. We have them for tackles of only gains of 2 or 3 yards. Next thing I'm like, we cannot finish tackles. I don't get it. And that's the linemen, the backs. Everybody. I don't understand.
I agree. I think the problem is the blitzes. I mean, I think that's what you're referring to too, is every time we bring a blitz, we have someone coming in wide open, unblocked. But then someone does a quick juke and they get away. And we all know what happens if you can beat the blitz. You can extend the play. And any quarterback in the NFL, I think, other than just a couple, Tua might be one of those guys that can't because he's a little brain dead. But any quarterback in the NFL, if you can initially get that initial blitz to be halted, you should be able to make a play because your wide receivers should be able to get open. Let's see here. We also have Ogunjobi and Hoyt coming back. I agree. Nate Natural says at Adam Hoyt. He must have his at address. Gonna be a Swiss Army knife. Do you have any takes on Mr. Hoyt? He's coming from the Rams. What's your take on him? You know much about him at all, Corey? I'm not calling you out on it, but
no, just it's funny because my ex-wife here, her brother's a Rams fan, like me and you with the Bills, diehard. So. But he's the stuff I saw in the preseason when he was able to play, he looked decent in the video. Anytime we sign anybody, I go look at videos and highlights of them. And I mean, he's had solid highlights. And like you said, he played with what's that other guy, the other big guy from the Rams. So he knows he's played with some good veteran players there, so he knows. So hopefully he'll bring something. I'm excited for him. They all, like you said, it doesn't matter what analysts and them say, they're all positive about him.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, it's looked so good.
Well, from my understanding is, were you a fan of Lorenzo Alexander?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My understanding is that McDermott's been looking for that type player since he came in to Buffalo. And this is a guy that most resembles what he was able to do with Lorenzo, bringing him off the edge, playing linebacker, coverage. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, as Nate Nacho alluded to, which I think, again, you're not necessarily getting talent-wise better, but you're able to present a lot more different looks and formations and kind of things, which eventually will make everybody look better for sure.
I think you need a couple in a good football team. I think you need a few guys like that are not necessarily average or great player, but they're solid players and they can play 2 or 3 different spots for you and fill in.
Oh yeah. Jim Graham says fundamental man. That's what taught in Little League and bad angles. Yep. I'm a little guy, football coach, and yeah, fundamentals, wrapping up, tackling, and better angles. Adam Barasco says Joey Bosa didn't get contained on some plays last week. It's also these guys don't do training camps and have time to work and fundamentals like teams used to. Jared always says that, right? My brother Jared, co-host of the K Gun Report. He hasn't been on in a while. He will once football's over with. He always says that it takes 4 weeks. For those guys that don't jump into training camp, it takes them a good 4 weeks. This is their training camp, getting their everything greased up so they can be full go. And like I said, we're 4-0 going into this situation. So I'm a happy camper. He looks like a beast. Aaron Donald is the guy the Rams are talking about, Corey Blank. Yep.
Yeah, Aaron Donald.
For sure, for sure. All right, so we're going to start transitioning into this game coming up. The Buffalo Bills are going to play AFC East rival New England Patriots. There is some dirty laundry I want to take care of before. Part of the clean laundry, though, is I will be remiss to not mention that we are part of the Buff Fan Base Network. Hit them up on our social media platforms. Almost 180,000 strong and growing. And they do a lot of podcast live streams like this. A lot of like-minded people, a lot of different personalities, though, and great shows. And we got a good thing going on there. Love being a part of them. And we are part. The show is sponsored by 26 Shirts. Thank you, 26 Shirts. Rivalry jerseys. I want to talk about them before we get to the next game. I love them, but I have a problem with when we're playing. So let's start off with the jersey. Are you a fan of the jersey?
At first I really wasn't, but it's starting to grow on me a little bit. I can't not like it. It looks awesome.
It looks sharp. They obviously kept the white, the traditional Buffalo Bills blue, and they turned it into. I had my son Jack, 9 years old, wanted to know what all these rivalry jerseys meant, and one of the Bills ones was because bringing the cold front, the ice storm, all this stuff. So with all that being said, I'm kind of disappointed that they're bringing them out in an October game.
Right.
I would like to see this come out come wintertime, but quite frankly, Corey, they might disappear on the field if they wore all of this white, right?
Man, could you imagine a whole snow game with one of those things? You just
Bills versus Colts. Remember that? You couldn't even see the Colts
on the edge shot. Yeah, that's right. You just see little flashes of silver. Just keep handing it to Cook.
But I'm a fan of them. I do like them. I've got one, I think, coming my way shortly. For those of you who like the jerseys, I'm not going to say anything too much yet, but keep an eye on 24/7 Buff Pandemonium. We may have an opportunity for you to get these nice little rivalry jerseys for a very low cost for sure. Jersey combo, what's your favorite jersey combo? I also had on here. The rivalry jerseys are coming back, but what is your favorite? I know you're a little bit younger than I am, so I have my preference. By the way, I love your backdrop. Your room looks sweet. What's your favorite jersey combo?
Obviously them old school Thurmans with Thurman Thomas and the red. But
we'll see that the last game of the season against the Jets.
Yeah, man, and like I said, I really like when we have the white shirt with the blue pants. For some reason, like I don't know why that just looks sharp to me. For some reason, like the all white does too, especially when we did that the 1 year with like the kind of all white with like the red face mask. That was neat. But I'm just for some reason when they wear those blue pants with the white shirt, like that's it. But I think for newest it'd be that, and then. Like I said, the Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas era with the red helmet and that old blue. I didn't really like the one I do not like at all though was when we had what was it? It had like the one in between those. What the heck was his name from
when Bledsoe came and Freddie Jackson
came and we all of a sudden did like that navy-ish kind of blue one. Like at first I was like, oh, these are neat, and then they're just ugly.
The drought didn't help that situation, did it?
Yeah.
Maybe if they won games during that time when they were wearing those jerseys. I remember, they had that jersey reveal and Drew Bledsoe came running out, looked sharp. I was like, yeah, here we go. And then 18 years later, I'm with you though. The Thurman Thomas, I grew up, my first football game was 1989, watching the Bills lose the Cleveland Browns. Devastating drop by Ronnie Harmon in the corner of the end zone to win the game. Became a fan in defeat. I think that's what Bills fans do a lot of times, especially during the era. But then I watched 4 Super Bowls in a row, and I can't help but love the red top, the blue jerseys. I think just the nostalgia, Corey, of having that like AstroTurf, or it wasn't the turf they have now. It was like cement that was painted green. And then the red end zone, which I wish they would bring that back. I really hope they bring that back for the final game.
That would be cool.
If they bring that red end zone back, you're going to see one happy campy here. But that was my favorite, and I'll be honest with you, when they played the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving and they wore the all white with the blue socks, and then they brought out the white face mask, I was like, yep.
Yeah, that one. Oh,
that's my new favorite.
White face mask, man, that was crisp.
That's the one they use now, but that was like all white with the blue socks. Like, man, that's sexy.
Yeah.
That's sexy. Gotta like it. Gotta love it. All right. Enough talk about that. Let's see here. Bledsoe almost took them to the playoffs. LOL. Man, he had some numbers on him, though. He'd pass a maniac. Same Ellen White and I don't get along. Yeah. Jared Reed. What's up, Jerry? I really like the white pants, blue tops, early 80s red helmet with a blue face mask. Yes, when Jim Kelly first was quarterback there. I think I have that helmet here. But yeah, the red helmet before they went white face mask, they had those that crazy blue.
Oh yeah.
Rich Stadium, Adam Barasco, Kevin Kanye. What's up, Kevin? Says Go Bills. Since we're on the topic, what is your favorite helmet configuration?
I think obviously the red, but I think that white one with the red standing buffalo.
Yep.
He said, I think that, man, I want one of those. I would pay for I'd pay like top dollar for one of those signs.
They are pretty sweet. All right. Without further ado, I'm going to bring we're going to add this to the stage. We are facing in our week 5 up matchup against the New England Patriots. Obviously an AFC division rival. We hate them. We always have. Didn't help that we lost to them so many times. I like pulling up football database because it has everything that has to do with their previous matchups. It has their box scores and all that stuff. Very good page for any stats. But you see right there, New England Patriots lead the series 79-51 in 1. So we have a ways to go. I want to know, Corey, obviously we beat up on some poor teams. Some would say that's 2-2 New England Patriots is anywhere between poor and a potential threat to the Buffalo Bills. New head coach Mike Vrabel, up and coming quarterback, and Drake May looks good as far as I'm concerned. What is your take on this game? Let's go in general at first, and then we'll break out what the offense has to do and what the defensive has to do to be successful against these guys. But what do you think, generally speaking, what do you think the Bills have to do to come away with a division rival football game, which are always tough, always tough? What's your take on that?
I think the defense, like we said, the defense has to be on from start to finish. I don't think we can come into this game like we did last week against the Saints. I don't know that we would lose, but I have a feeling it'd be way closer than that last game was. So we just have to be on defense. You said they're New England's. I don't know how young they all are, but they seem like a younger, just being put together team. So they're on the rise. Drake May looks solid. So we got to I think the defensive line needs to be hot from start to finish. Get him going, get him moving, sack him, get him flustered, and see how he can do with that. And then offense just has to let Josh be Josh and let James cook like we've been doing. But like we said before, I want to see some sling balls. Doesn't have to happen all the time, but I'd like to see a couple play actions and send someone deep or something. I don't think we can play like we have been the last couple games, and these guys will be right there at the end with us, I feel like.
Yeah, I think defensively they're in the middle of the road. The Patriots I'm talking about. It's one of those. The Patriots have always had a good defense, and with Mike Vrabel there, they are tough. They're good. I think that's the main reason why they're 2-2. I think my biggest take of this game is we got to take advantage of playing at home. We got to take advantage of the hype of us wearing these new jerseys. And by the way, it is a whiteout. The Buffalo Bills are asking that all the fans wear all white to this game. So this will be our whiteout game. But I do believe that Drake May has been sacked, I think, 13 times in these 4 games. So he is a quarterback that can get sacked. We mentioned earlier that not only are the Bills not designed to be full of sacks, they're not going to be a 50-plus sack football team, but they do need to bring pressure. And we do need some sort of pressure to Drake May, because I think his sophomore year, it's going to be a lot better than his freshman year, which he was really good. So we need to bring the heat. We need to make life miserable, and we need to do it for all 4 quarters. I don't want to see a second and third quarter lackadaisical effort by Joe Brady, and I called him out with my low in the offense. I just want to see a solid game. This is an AFC East division rival game. it potentially is going to have us go 5-0, sitting pretty, letting our injured players heal up. The more games we win, the more we can wait till they can come back. So I just want to
first time back in Buffalo.
Diggs' first time back in Buffalo, so there's going to be that narrative. I just want an overall good game. It's going to be tough. I know that. I know right now the spread is 7.5, I believe, but I think it's more going to be a 3-point game, something like that. I think it's going to be a lot closer than a lot of people think. But just generally speaking, they need to be running on all cylinders. All facets of the game need to be impressive, and a lot of setup plays. So just bring it, Buffalo. Obviously, we're going to jump into specifics, but generally speaking, I just want a good game plan for the New England Patriots. And it's not like it's the Buffalo Bills have faced Vrabel in the past, and the Buffalo Bills have also faced this New England Patriots the last couple of years. So the combination of the two, McDermott and company should be able to come up with a good game plan against these guys and come out with a victory. So that's there. Let's see what the fans got to say about this here, and then we'll get into what our specific sides of the ball have to do. Stephon Diggs revenge game, first game back at the stadium. How do you think that's going to be taken?
I bet they boo him.
Do you think so?
It's weird because at first I was like, even Diggs when he was gone, I was like, yeah, man, F him. But now, like there was a thing that I saw online. It was like, even though now that we're a spread the ball offense, if we could be like that and Diggs could do it, would you want him back? And I was like, I want to be mad about it. I don't know. I want to be mad or I don't know.
I saw an interesting stat that showed the amount of interceptions that Josh Allen had with Diggs on the roster and the amount of interceptions he has without.
He doesn't have to think anymore.
Exactly.
Stressed about someone crying and bitching. I didn't get the ball 15 fucking. Sorry, I didn't get the ball 15.
It's past 9. You can do that.
Oh.
But no, I saw that and I was like, that's the first thing that went to mind is that Josh Allen's not pressured to get him the ball. And I think he does do that. I mean, why not? You're a star. You're brought in for that reason and you want to have the touches. And when you're not winning, it becomes a miserable situation and you're going to start to be vocal about it. Kevin Kanye says Palmer with a TD Sunday. I'd like to see that. Palmer's done a little stuff so far this year. He really has. He's not coming out and blowing you out of the water, but he's consistent. And he's becoming a pretty nice blanket for Josh, I believe.
Yep.
Got to mix it up and keep the opposing defenses honest. I agree. And you got to do that for all 4 quarters. Joey Hatch is coming at us from the 12th Man Mafia in the house. If you guys haven't already, if you're social media nuts and you like to follow a bunch of Bills pages, hit up Joey Hatch's 12th Man Mafia for sure. John Roberts says Tyrell Shavers gets a TD prediction. Like it. I'm just going to put this out. Generally speaking, Adam Borasco agrees with me. You're a smart man, Adam. Lou RQ, Bishop pick on Diggs. I don't mind that take.
They're probably going to be trying to hit Diggs in the end zone.
I mean, you got to know every team does that. I mean, look at the Buffalo Bills. They've utilized some of their players in the past that have revenge games against the teams that they're previously on. Teams have to figure out something to kind of get that involved in the situation. So I wouldn't doubt at all. Diggs knows what he's going against. Drake May knows that Diggs is coming back home. I mean, it's just one of those situations because you know what? If it's successful, Corey, if May can hit Diggs and Diggs is tearing us up, it's just gonna it adds to the motivation. It adds to the momentum. That's just the way it works in the NFL.
Right.
Joey Hatch reiterating 4-0. Let's go Buffalo. Lou RQ agree. I love it when they just say agreed. It's a 7.5 spread. Yes, I believe by game time it'll probably be 3.5 or something like that. Yeah. Nate Nacho says Pats is a tough matchup for our D. May complete 75% of the passes succeed with his legs. Trayvon Henderson started the beast out. Diggs coming off a 100-yard receiving game. I'm scared. I'm not going to disagree with you, Nate. I'm not going to disagree with you. Lori says make good choices, Joe Brady. Yeah, we boo him. Yeah, that's Joe Monster. Joe McDonald. What's up, Joey?
He'll be live, I think, tonight at 9:30.
Yep. I don't mean to call you Joey. Joe, we'll keep it respectful. But I agree. Go hit up the Monster. He's on social media as well, guys.
Fuck Monster. This is our show. We call him whatever we want.
Imagine Shavers being number 14.
Man, he's so cool, man. He's an awesome guy.
Oh, he's a hype guy for sure.
Yeah.
John Robert, I didn't think about this. Shavers wears the number 14. Maybe that's why the prediction that he was going to score a touchdown was out there, but that would be something else, wouldn't it?
Man. That
Let's
would
see.
be wild.
Ton of comments coming in, guys. Well, you know, if Stefan Diggs said FU, the Patriots fans, he probably going to say to us.
Yeah. Watch him try to do it to Buffalo if he did score. I could see that.
Yep.
Ball.
Quietly, Mac Hollins is still there. Mac Hollins is there. So Lou Arcuse says Pratier's going to hit the game winner. Tell them about the new group podcast. Lou, tell them. Oh, okay. It must be Lou. Must be Lou and Joey are doing a podcast. Facts. I'm in your house now. Uh-oh.
If a face pops up in that black area right now,
oh geez, man,
that would be wild.
Enough, right? Let's go. I know we are running out of time. What time we got? We got 5 minutes, but we can stretch it out a little bit, Corey, if you're okay with that. We do like to do X factors, keys to success, and the score predictions. Keys to success on the offense, Corey. Tell me what you think this offense has to do to beat this defense of the Patriots.
Obviously, we have to. James, I hope James Cook just has another game like he has been. I believe he's got 100, or if not close to 100 yards at least every game so far with a touchdown. So I'd love to see James keep the ball moving. Ray Davis has been kind of quiet this year. I don't know what's going on. I'd like to see him kind of get it going. So I hope all the running backs can have a day. And then, like we said, rather Allen throws the ball down a 100-yard pass to somebody or a 5-yard pass to somebody. I hope the passing game's on. No picks, just smart, good offensive ball. And like I said, if we get the chance, just throw a couple deep, man. You got the Coleman one-on-one guys. Just give it a shot.
Yep. I agree with you. I mean, our offense is our offense. I mean, too many times we say what team should do, what we should do to beat the defense. We just got to let our offense do our offensive stuff. We got to let Josh Allen do Josh Allen things. But like I said, we talk about coaches setting players up to be successful. All 4 quarters, Joe Brady. We're going to need that against the Patriots. They're surprisingly going to be a team pushing to the playoffs. I think there could be a team that reaches there. But this defense is middle of the road. So we need to not play down to their level and play Josh Allen. We have more talent than we did last year, kind of offense, and score touchdowns. I saw a post on social media earlier this week that mentioned Josh Allen can accidentally get us 30+ points. And I believe that. Just like that. I mean, we scored 31 points this week, and it didn't seem like we were going to do that much, and we did. So just keep doing what you're doing. Keep scoring 30+ points, and offense, just take control. Take control. Our defense is not 100% healthy yet. We need to just take it by the reins and go win this football game. I almost swore there.
Tom Brady style football games, just 10, 15 yards here and there, and we'll see you in the big game.
Dinka. I hear you. All right, defensively, what do the Bills have to do? I will tell you that Travion Henderson is coming into his own, playing beast mode type running back. They do have a couple of Bills wide receivers that could potentially give some hints and understand our defensive backfield. And Drake May, I believe, is one of the better quarterbacks, up and coming young bucks out there that could be a problem for us in the future. What does this defense, Corey, knowing that we're having a hard time against the run, the dinking and dunking is being allowed, we're relying on turnovers to keep us in these games. What does this defense have to do to secure this victory so we can go 5-0?
Kind of like what you said right there, brother. I think the top 2 things first are we got to stop the run game. Like you said, Henderson, he's a young guy, but like he's a solid back. He's strong, so we can't let him get going early and get that confidence. But just stop him a few times, put him in the dirt, and just shut that right down. We struggled with that all year. I think that, and then the second biggest thing we need to do is finish these tackles, man. Just in the backfield, just get the tackle done. When you wrap a guy up, wrap him up. Have another guy hopefully be right there to help. And let's see if this secondary can actually bring something this week. I know we've been getting a couple picks, but overall it's been kind of rough. So hope the defense just locks in overall.
Right. And they need to lock in. Obviously, we're a couple games away from getting a bunch of our starters back, but I'm showing you the stats now. Drake May is passing the ball almost 75%. He is allowed to get sacked 13 times, guys. That's 3+ sacks a game. So I think that is a potential opportunity. Whether or not McDermott is going to play his prevent defense and just let them make the mistakes, or if he's actually going to attack the guys. We've seen a couple blitzes this year. They haven't gotten home. I want to see a couple blitzes get home. But Ramondre Stevenson, 4 yards a carry. Henderson is 3.7, but he had a bang-up game last game. And look at the targets here. Diggs and that tight end look like they split the targets. So they're going after wide receiver. They're going after tight ends. And it looks like they don't spend a lot of time throwing it. Oh, they do. 25 attempts to the running back. So looks like Drake May is able to spread the ball around, which is dangerous. So Babbage, if you're going to bring the blitz, bring something that's going to get home. Drake May is still young enough to make miserable. So I think that's what the Buffalo Bills need to do. I want to see this whiteout, this rivalry jersey, this hype game kind of just get overwhelming for Drake May. And then not only does Joe Brady keep the foot on the gas, but Babbage does not hesitate to kind of try to make life miserable for that.
Unleash Bosa.
Yeah.
I think he's at, isn't it 2 games in a row now or 3 with like a fumble or a knocked ball out or.
Yep. The guy's impressive, and I'm so glad we got him. Block, no penalties, tackle. I think our fans are frustrating in the tackling part. Give Drake May the happy feet. I agree. Alan Lartz, good show, fellas. Gotta fly. Thanks, Joe. We'll hit up real quick our X factor. So what is the key to this game? I know we broke down offense and defense. What's going to be that one factor that's going to put us over the top, Corey?
I think solid defense overall. I think just getting to the quarterback, getting him moving, getting him flustered. Even if they are, moving the ball, don't let them get big gains, short gains, 2-3 yards, stop 3 and outs, some punts, turnovers. That defense has to be just shit hot. It's a rivalry game, so even a little slip up, if they're bad, it's always going to be close. So,
yep, I agree.
Here we go, folks. We're in overtime.
All right, perfect time. And we got overtime going on. We are allowed to go over a little bit. We are in professional like that. We got 1,100 people watching live. That's freaking awesome. Keep it up. Share, tag, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It's a fan first perspective show. We like the comments coming in. We get you guys involved. We like to hear your voice and give you guys a voice here on our show. So welcome. We appreciate the participation so far. We're talking about X factors. We talk about offense, what they need to do to succeed. We talked about defense, what they need to do to succeed. What's the biggest X factor for me? It's the coaching. Joe Brady, keep the foot on the gas. It's a keep the foot on the gas kind of situation. Corey, you said it just now. It's a division rivalry game. It's going to be tough. So as long as we can get the lead and then just keep the pressure on both offensively and defensively, I think that'll be the factor. If we start having 3 and outs, if we start giving up 3rd down conversions, you're going to find that this game will be a struggle and it'll be a late game field goal to win it, whoever's got the ball last. And I hate those kind of situations. I love it after we win, but I tell you, it's so, I know those games are like, yeah, it's such an awesome.
Like, I'm buying a Prater jersey.
Jared says James Cook can get 125 rushing yards with 3 TDs. Don't put that in a parlay, Jared. Jared put in a Ray Davis parlay this week. He added like 3 Ray Davis parlays and none of them hit. Let's do score predictions. And I think I tried uploading this media, our kid in the streets, Eli. He'll give us his predictions for the game. I want to start off with that, and then I'll come to the panel and we'll give our score predictions. We'll give our final thoughts and we'll head out. But first, without further ado,
and welcome to Eli's Winning Lockdown. This Sunday at 8:15 p.m., Bills versus Patriots. I'm going to this game this week, so if you want to meet me, stop down by Allen Street. At the end of the day, I hope Bills score more touchdowns than Stephon Diggs has girlfriends. Prediction 31-28. Shout out to Gabe Davis. Hope you're on the field for warm-up so I can see you. Shout out to a Bills Mafia babe named Gina for giving me the tickets. You're a very kind-hearted person for that. Shout out to 26 Shirts, official retailer of the Bills Mafia babes. And as always,
peace.
I love that kid, man.
So I don't watch those until he's live on here. So the
Dude.
reaction is a live reaction. He's such a smart kid.
His
And,
Diggs has girlfriend.
oh man, oh, you got him on that one there, Eli. Well,
Oh,
good for you, bud. Going to the game. Remember to wear all white. Remember to
yeah.
wear all white. But he's hilarious. What did he say? 31-28?
That was actually the score I was gonna give. I
All right.
don't want it to be that close, but that was wow.
That's the spread of 7.5, and you gotta respect divisional games, with more respect than that. Blowouts hardly ever happen. The Bills tend to like to keep it close against. I know we have blown people out, but you gotta understand that even there's never going to be a 15-point spread against these guys. They could be 0-16 versus 16-0. It's always going to be a tough matchup. Lou RQ says 38-35. He's got a 3-point game. Adam Barasco says love overtime. I feel like we're going to need a turnover for sure. That may be very well the difference of the game. So you're going 31-28. I actually wrote down 24-20. 24-21. I did not go power of the O's this time. It's my first score prediction where I did not do that. But it's a field goal game. It's a field goal game, and I do believe it's going to be tight the whole time, and I do believe that the fans are going to get their money's worth, and I do believe that we will get a glimpse of how the Patriots are up and coming, and they may be a potential threat come a couple years from here. So that's my score prediction. Josh Cook is going to blow out 34-17. I like it. I wouldn't mind for that. That means we can relax a little bit in the fourth quarter.
Could you see the Patriots hitting a wild card spot this year if they keep playing decent?
Yes, I can. I think
sneaky teams.
Yep. I forgot what I said a couple weeks back when we did our predictions. I may have said Patriots could be a team that sneaks into the playoffs. I'm not sure. People keep receipts. If you find it, you find it. But just by the way they played, I mean, I do believe they have. I stress big time quarterback talent. And you'll go as far as the quarterback will take you. And I do believe Drake May is one of those guys that can do that for them.
Agreed.
All right. Well, thank you. Oh, John just threw in a score, 31-24, another close one. Thank you for all joining us tonight. Again, we are part of the Buff Fan Base Network. Happy to be so. Check out their pages and social media, and we are sponsored by 26 Shirts. We end the night with our final thoughts. Corey, thanks for joining. I know it was last minute, but Swank is doing his mic night, and Jared is MIA for a little bit, and I was your host, Scott. Corey, give us your final thoughts. Again, remind people where they can find Buffalo World Order, your guys' podcast live stream, and then we'll end it off.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on tonight. Like I said, you can see my beautiful mug again tomorrow night from 8 to 9 on BWO. Same thing, Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff. Check us out. Same style show. Fan first. We share the comments, hit up the comments, talk to people, give our takes, and not as good looking as these guys, but we try to do it. So, no, man, like I said, thanks for having me on again, brother. It's awesome to be a Bills fan right now. We're 4-0, even though we got a few things to work on. I mean, where else would you rather be? Like they said, for real, we're going for 5-0. The schedule's, I don't want to say easy this year, but it's halfway decent with all these injuries going on. The AFC is looking kind of nice that we could be sitting in Orchard Park come playoff time. So, like I said, knock on wood, anything can happen, but I'm happy to be a Bills fan right now, brother.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. The schedule does look nice now, but you want it to look nice when we have 6+ injuries going on. It's one of those things. Well, I'll take it for sure. Again, thanks, Corey, for joining. Check out BWO, not only on their podcast live stream, but check out their pages, like, tag, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Let's help this BWO grow. Final thoughts, guys. Yeah, one game at a time. We stress it all the time. Don't think ahead. Let's think about this next week coming. Obviously, we have our injuries. Obviously, we have some things to work on offensively and defensively, but that's why they play so many games, and that's why they play the games to try to figure out. So when it becomes playoff time and Super Bowl time, we are prepared to bring that trophy home. We are live, the K-Gun Report, every Tuesday at 8:30. We talk about the previous game. We'll talk about the game coming up, and we hit up the comments like crazy. I know I've mentioned it a couple times, but this is a fan first perspective show. We love the comments coming in. We get you involved. Bills fans' voices need to be heard, and we like to hear your voice. So come in, leave a comment, and if you're not part of the page, join us up. We have a lot of content that we put out there as well. Sunday Sessions is our pregame show, the official pregame show of Buff Fanbase Network. Again, sponsored by 26 Shirts. We go live an hour and a half before every game. So it's an 8:15 game on Sunday. If you're going to the game, remember it's a white out, so wear your white. If you don't have a white jersey, just wear something white over it. Represent us well for those that aren't going. It looks like Eli's going to that game. Corey, you're trying to get to that game. If anybody's got information for Corey, send him a text or a message. The man,
I got him.
Did you? Nice.
Swank messaged me and he was like, "Hey, Jay Franklin's got 2 tickets." I messaged Jay. He was like, "They're already spoken for, man." I was like, "Well, if they fall through, let me know." And then literally right before I came on the show, he's like, "They're yours." I was like, "For this week?" He's like, "Yep." I was like, "Whoa."
Nice, brother. So be loud for us. I know you're loud. Enjoy it. You do a good job at representing us, Bills Mafia, when we all can't be there. But if you can't be there, tune in to Sunday Sessions an hour and a half before the game goes live. We'll talk about our final thoughts, our roster, active roster list, and we'll go from there. But thank you all for joining us. We do it every Tuesday. We do it every pregame. Love the participation. Love my Bills Mafia. Cheers and go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills!